All right, just got dropped off at 6:23, heading Sobo today. There's a campsite right there. It looks it's kind of rocky. I don't know that a tent could fit over there, but oh, you could probably fit some tents right there. There goes my baby. All right. I don't know what day I think 37 is what we're on. I think we're expecting about an 11-mile day today. I'm hoping to get done by 2. Kind of getting a late start. It's almost 9:30, so we'll see how that goes. All right, so I have, I think, about 5 miles until I meet Suspenders at Walker Gap. I'm gonna stop and have lunch there, so probably not gonna get done today until like 3:30 or so, because I didn't factor in stopping for lunch with him. So, and I'm also gonna start calling, instead of days, I'm gonna say episodes. So this would be episode 37, and this, sorry, there's a lot of low-hanging branches. Anyway, this section right here, I didn't see anything on Far Out special about it from here to Walker Gap. I do have some history for you, though, once we get to Walker Gap and beyond. Quite a bit of history, actually, that we'll check out. If this is what we're going to be looking at in this section, I may not do a lot of videoing. Look at that. All right, we're going that way. I believe these are mountain laurels. How pretty they are. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think those are mountain laurel flowers. I always get those and rhododendron kind of mixed up. Got a little less than 4 miles to Suspenders and saw this. I don't know if there would be a view or not, but definitely not today because we're in the clouds. All right, let's keep going. There's a boundary marker. I can't really read it. Okay, we're going this way. This section is nice and rocky. Suspenders would freaking hate it. I mean, like crazy rocky. I did, however, start getting a breeze, so that's very welcomed. Look at these little guys. Another boundary marker, dated 1972. Oh, well, that's the trail, that big old rock slab. We're gonna hug it down there because I will slide down that. But that would be kind of pretty, you know, if it weren't all foggy. We're going down that way, down these rocks. So I'm not gonna be stupid and film it while I do because, well, yep. And another boundary marker. Sure, same year. Well, that one says 1972, I believe is what that said. I think I have about 2 miles to Suspenders. I just looked at the weather. The clouds are not supposed to clear up until about 1. So this next section, I really want to be able to see. I want to be able to see the views. So I think I'm gonna hang out with Suspenders, have a long lunch, and then make the climb and finish the last 5 or 6 miles. And hopefully the clouds will have cleared by then. Can't tell if it's starting to clear up or if I'm just coming down from where the clouds are. Hope it's clearing up because I really want it to be clear for this next section. Like we have another property boundary. Well, maybe once at one time. I don't know. It's painted over. Huh. It's kind of weird. All right, we are almost to Suspenders. Maybe not even a quarter mile left to go. I think I see the road down there. Look at that mushroom growing out of the tree. We should be pretty close. I feel like the road's never gonna show up.
Here comes Betty. I've been waiting for her. Hadn't seen her yet though. Hi, baby. How's your hike?
It's okay. When your husband meets you for lunch and then tells you that the town that he just came out of has a Long John Silver's, you say, well, put me in the truck and take me to Long John Silver's while we wait for the clouds to hopefully clear out. It's completely, I'm looking back at the mountain right now, and I can definitely see, yeah, it's completely socked in right now with clouds, so we wouldn't get a view. We're trying to let it clear out. It said it was supposed to clear out by 1, but who knows? I mean, it looks like it's gonna just pour. Yeah. Suspenders was actually gonna do the mile up to the top with me and then come back down and get the truck. But anyway, all right, we'll see what happens. All right, we're headed up now, and by we, I mean Suspenders is with me this afternoon. Well, only to the top so we can get a picture, and then he's coming back down while I continue on, and he'll meet me in 6 miles or whatever it is. Also, I would like to mention that the Long John Silver's was closed and had been closed down for a long time, but that's okay. There was the Hardee's, and we ate Hardee's. So up is, it's kind of a gentle up, but I still hate uphills. Starting to get some views. The clouds broke. This is why I don't talk when I go uphill. Okay, so totally forgot to film this down at Walker's Gap, but Suspenders will now do a history lesson. Begin.
Walker Gap, named after Dr. Thomas Walker, a friend and confidant of Thomas Jefferson, was an explorer who passed through the area in 1749. While searching for a route into Kentucky, he's also credited with discovering the Cumberland Gap, building the first cabin in Kentucky, and was one of the first 3 Virginians to import English hounds and took part in the early breeding of coon hounds in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Done.
The end. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, we are at the top, and we're about to come to a shelter, and there is a history lesson up here for you as well.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give it to you when we get there. It's a cool shelter, huh? We got a view over there. That's why Suspenders came up here. So we're going to go take our pictures. You did have a choice. And I'm going to give you some history information about up here as well as down there in God's thumbprint. All right. There's the survey marker. All right, we'll go in here and check out Chestnut Knob Shelter, elevation 4409. Really don't want to touch that. It's got bunks.
Boots.
Oh, somebody left their boots here. Flip-flop.
All the graffiti.
Lanyard. Yeah, ton of graffiti. So, would you like to give them information History of the shelter.
You rock against the door when you leave.
All right. You can see the old pillars right there from the fire tower, which means this. Go for it.
Chestnut Knob Shelter, former lookout, fire warden's house, built around 1929. It was rehabilitated in 1994 as a fully enclosed stone shelter with plexiglass windows and 3 sets of wooden bunks. The tower itself was removed in the 1980s. It overlooks the crater-like formation of Burke's Garden, also known as God's Thumbprint. The valley sits at 3,000 feet and is the highest mountain valley in Virginia. The name Burke's Garden was given to a valley as a joke in 1748 after Burke planted potato peelings by his campfire and potatoes sprouted the next year. Today the area is believed to have some of the most fertile farmland in the state. The end.
Here's a little bit better of a view of God's thumbprint. There's Suspenders. He's fixing to head back down.
What?
Saying you're fixing to head back down.
Yep.
It's an old fire tower foundation. Pretty. Leaving Chestnut Knob Shelter. Look at all these. Those are so pretty. Just met Miss Congeniality and Ridge. And forgot to take a freaking picture again. It's nice to meet you guys. If you see this, those are just so pretty. I wonder what those are. I think I pop back out of the forest here in just a little bit. Guess we'll see. Got a little muddy. What does this say? Anything? Nope, there's no. Guess this maybe was a old roadbed at one point. Not really sure. This really does look like an old roadbed. Like maybe it was the old road that went up to the old fire tower. I don't really know. I just the way that it's cleared, the width and everything, and almost looks like somebody's been up here. But I'm sure it's just hikers hiking on either side of the tall grass. Anyways, who knows? Oh, about to come to another meadow. I can tell I'm fixing to have a view. I want y'all to experience it with me. Oh my goodness. I think this is the area where you can see Mount Rogers. Let's get up here a little bit further. This is a beautiful, I might get a better view for y'all up here in just a minute. So I didn't realize that this was not recording voice, that when you do a screen recording, it does not do voice. But this is an app an app that I use called Peak Finder that shows all the mountains in the distance. A lot of these we've already climbed, but you can also see Mount Rogers from here, which is Virginia's highest point. So that's pretty cool. And then you can see some of these other ones that we've already done. So it's hard to believe we're here. It's just so beautiful out here. Let me give y'all a pano here. So I realize y'all cannot hear what I'm listening to, but it's a Kenny Chesney back where I come from. And anyways, I don't know. It's just funny that the song started playing as I'm seeing these beautiful views. All right, let's get to hiking. Yeah, so a note for the no bows. I'm heading Sobo right now. When you come to this point and you come into a meadow, make sure you turn around so you can see the view, because it's there. Another view. Well, I mean, it's the same view. It's just closer up, you know. Okay, so yes, it's the same view that you saw earlier, but we're a little bit closer. I wanted to give y'all a very slow pano of what I'm seeing right now as I walk through this meadow. Isn't that beautiful? It is a great day today. About to get another little view. Here, let me zoom in for y'all. We'll get up there. All right, let's get up there and see what we can find. That's beautiful. Wow. It's gorgeous. All right, quick pano for y'all. Oh, I also forgot to mention that we ran into the young bucks before I started up this way. Impulse and actually I think he's changed his name. I forgot what it is now, but Rambo. So got to talk to them for a while, probably too long. We were both, I'm sure that put us both behind schedules for today, but it was nice catching up with them. And can't get over these views today. Look, there's a pond. Oh, I don't know if you could see that. Hold on. I'm not gonna go down there because it's just a pond. But there's a pond down there. I think I read on Far Out that that's like this obviously is old farmland, and that was one of the ponds on the farm or something like that. You know what? Let me just make sure there's nothing of significance down this Blue Blaze. All right, nothing of significance down there, just a pipe spring and the pond, which I can hear like bullfrogs. But nothing of historical value or anything like that down there that I'm aware of. Anyway, let me see if I can give y'all a better view of this pond. Turn y'all around slowly, lift you up. And there's the pond. So, I swear I just heard somebody talking, but I don't see anybody. Huh. Anyway, so I'm about 2.5 miles away from where Suspenders is supposed to pick me up. Apparently, I have been going a little bit faster than I normally do, but it's since we only had that climb, that mile 1.2, I don't know, climb, and then it's been all downhill for the next 5 miles or whatever. And I swear I keep seeing, you ever get that feeling that you're being watched? Anyway, so I just texted Suspenders. I was like, hey, I'm only 2.5 miles away. And he's like, that's wonderful, honey. I'm an hour and a half away still. All the, these roads aren't like, how do I explain it? They're mountain roads. So they're twisty, turny. So 7 miles takes you like 30 to 45 minutes sometimes. And, which is crazy. I mean, cause it's also gravel. A lot of them are packed gravel roads. Anyway, and I was like, oh crap. So I guess I need to slow it down a little. Sometimes you just, you know, you get in a groove, but how I got hurt the other day. I was just going too fast. So I'll slow it down a little and figure out what's watching me. Well, look at what I'm running into. Do you believe those are blackberry bushes? Of course, way too early for me. Bummer. Hopefully as we go further along, I can have some wild blackberries, blueberries, all that kind of stuff. I think raspberries I've seen some of the prior year YouTubers ran into raspberry bushes too. We got us a little friend. It's a little chipmunk. Whoops. Got about 2 more miles left this downhill. No more views, so it's been kind of boring. Get a little bit one there, but I am happy that I'm going down this instead of up this. That's all I can say. I would not want to. I hate uphills, y'all know that. So, but we're kind of in the green tunnel now, so it's a little boring. Thankfully, I have music. All right, got about a mile left. I actually crossed over a little waterfall. Oh, I think I see another one. How about we film this one? I couldn't film the other one because I was on the phone with my mom. But let's give you a waterfall of the day. Oh, if I don't trip over rocks. All right, here's your waterfall of the day. Zoom in. All right. I haven't said it today, so I'll say it through this section. Thank you, trail maintainers. We appreciate you. Hey, just FYI, this is at mile 566.3. I mention it because this was an established campsite that's listed on Far Out that there is a campsite here. There's not. I mean, there is. You can see through there what used to be the fire ring, but there's trees down everywhere. So if you're planning on going to that campsite, you're gonna need to find somewhere else to go, and that is 566.3 Nobo. I will say the trail has been really nice for this section, the second part of the section. Super nice. Not many rocks or roots. However, I've still found each and every one because that's how I'm just talented like that. And yeah, I think we got like half a mile to go. Oh, what kind of fungi is that? Look at it. Huh. Okay. Well, it says I only have 0.2 on 4 out to go. Have not heard from Suspenders, so he does have his Garmin with him. Ooh, it's got a little steep all of a sudden. Of course, as soon as I start to film and talk. So I messaged that thinking maybe he doesn't have service, but I haven't got a response. So I might have to wait. I think I hear the road. I think I see the road. Shoot, I don't know. But I do think I'm going to start carrying an actual like trash bag or a gallon baggie with me. Maybe even just a grocery bag, because I've seen a lot of trash. More than I've seen in a while. That way I can pack it out as I go by it. I don't really carry a trash bag with me now because I just stuff, because I see, you know, Suspenders for the most part about every 4 or 5 miles. So if I have a snack, which is rare, I'm really bad about stopping to do snacks and stuff. But if I do, I just put the trash right back in my hip pocket. Oh yeah, that's the road. I hear like a 4-wheeler. Oh, no, that's a dirt bike. I do not see Suspenders. So, guess I'm gonna have to wait. That's all right. That's why they made Sour Patch Kids. All right, so that was the road, but that probably wasn't the spot that I was actually at the trail crosses, because I thought it would switch back around, but it didn't. We're staying straight, so I still don't. I see the road, and it looks like we're fixing to go down to it. I think. Well, just when I think I'm gonna exit, it turns. Oh no, I go out right here and there's the parking for it. So Suspenders is not here. I seem to have lost my Suspenders. So we're gonna go over here and wait for him. I guess I went a little too fast. I thought I slowed down. Oh, that was mud. All right. I think I hear a car. Not my baby. All right, so I went back and looked at when he sent that he's still an hour and a half away. And that was about an hour and 10 minutes ago. So yeah, I guess I should have slowed down a little bit more, but it's kind of just in a groove. But that's okay because it's actually kind of nice. It's packed gravel. So I think I'm just gonna chill out right there and wait for him. Oh, I hear something. Oh, it's my truck. There he is. Oh, small baby. Hey, can I get a ride?
Sure.
How much? Keep it PG. All right, so for this segment, I went Sobo just because I didn't want to do that as an up. So we started here at 576.3 and traveled backwards and then went up and went down to Virginia 625 right here, which is mile 565.6, and ended this segment here. It was actually done over 2 different days because after lunch it was still socked in, and I really wanted views for up here, especially since Suspender said he would do the mile up, and it actually turned out to be almost a mile and a half up. So I want to make sure we got views. So I ended up going and doing something else that afternoon, and came back and did this the next day, I believe it was, when there was a beautiful, obviously, skies. And yeah, and that's when we met. We passed by just out of luck and ran into Rambo, and then Tony wasn't much further behind. Anyway, so that was for this segment. So until tomorrow, hike on.